Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To the air again, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Pick up of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd
and 3.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
His kick is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
56, check 56.
Lock going to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Block working out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
But you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Complete to Chris Conley.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Shotgun snap to Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 24, Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lock. They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Burrow going to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
Do you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Number 14,
Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Stop your whining. Check, 47.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 11 now. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Rosa's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
1st down, Broncos.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, block. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing his lock on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Lock. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And the drive starts with a completion left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
For a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll find the tight end, Sullivan, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. All day.
Burrow will throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Denver.
Clock now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That right now Brandon, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. He'll fire one downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 34, Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? And it looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd and 13.
Two running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Aldrich Rosas sets to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 60 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here we go. Set. It's a 50. Wait. Defense, keep it up, guys. Lock it.
Locke working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers